When starting anything new, there's always an adaptation period. There's a period of time where you need to adapt, either physically, mentally, or both, to improve at something, to advance at something, to better yourself. Well, turns out going to make a run getting a Lamborghini is no different. That's what we're talking about this week. Welcome back to Lose the Lambo, everybody. Happy Wednesday. And we're back. So, when I first started arm wrestling, I entered a tournament and I won my first match. It was great. And then I lost the next 4. The second arm wrestling tournament I entered, I won my first match and lost the next 4. First time I did bench press, I remember bench pressing 65 pounds. Barely. For 8 reps. That was it. Turns out, anytime you start something new, if you have a goal, there's always an adaptation period. And it's better to be prepared to encounter that than be surprised by it. And recovering from back surgery and running a business and trying to get life together and be a single dad, well, doing all that at once, it requires an adaptation period. And this one's been pretty aggressive. So I'm back in the gym, sometimes twice a day. I'm swimming, treading water for sometimes an hour at a time, learning to trade foreign exchange, as we talked about in the last video, and I'm back in arm wrestling, and I'm getting ready to go back to a job for a while. Yard care and stuff, that's all coming to kind of a close. There's just lawn mowing and stuff left, and the odd job here and there with sod and, you know, building flower beds and stuff, but it's really slowing down, and that's expected. It always does that this time of year, and I think it'll be a couple more years at least until I grow this company to a point where I can maintain steady work year round, and hopefully at that point have somebody hired who can work year round as well. Doing all this at once, it's tough. There's an adaptation period, and lately I found my plate very full, and I'm tiring out physically and mentally. But I'm not taking it as a surprise. Everything new I've done in my life, pretty much, there's been this learning curve. And I've been really pushing the curve on this one because I have 4.5 years left to get a house and a Lamborghini. And that's not a lot of time. Some people don't accomplish some of those goals in a lifetime. Not being surprised by an adaptation period has serious advantages. I have seen many people try new things and quit, and I've also seen many people look at something and say, wow, I can't do that. I've never done that. I can't do that. I can't arm wrestle. I can't run 5K. I can't lose weight and keep it off. I can't get that job I want. There's too much to learn. There's too much. It's out of my comfort zone. I don't know what I'm doing. That's okay. That's totally normal. Our brains are wired to protect ourselves, and when the brain notices we're in a state of discomfort, it protects itself by distracting itself with something else, something that it can handle, even if it's a little bit of a challenge, as long as it's not that big challenge. You know, and let me be honest with you. I have had days, especially in the past bit, where I am physically exhausted, mentally exhausted, and I still have a laundry list of things to do. Not awesome. How do I prepare for this? Not being surprised by it. I look at that state of discomfort and be like, why am I so uncomfortable? Why does this seem so hard? Or why does that seem so difficult? Or why does this seem almost impossible? And when I look at that, I look back at my past, and I look at other times when I was uncomfortable and I was struggling with something, and you know what, the things I stuck with that I ran into those problems with have always improved over time, and I expect this to be no different. Even though it's a much bigger goal than some of the ones I've set, or pretty much any one I've set, it is my final goal, really, that I created in my past that I have still yet to achieve, is to have a Lamborghini. It's, you know, I was the kid with the Lamborghini picture on the wall. Who am I kidding? I still have a Lamborghini picture on my wall. When I see something that comes up that makes me uncomfortable, I think, why is this making me uncomfortable? Am I in danger? Is this gonna hurt me? Is this gonna hurt anybody I know? Is this gonna ruin me in any way, shape, or form? Or is my brain just getting overwhelmed and trying to send warning signals that this is too much and I should do something else? And that's what I keep seeing. And when I run into that, I'm like, it's okay. Because every other time I ran into that and I fought through it, I saw a serious reward. I mean, I used to dream of the day when I'd have an arm wrestling trophy. Now I have shelves of them, many shelves of them. I have so many shelves of them that I find other places to put trophies. And that's really exciting. And taking over a yard care business, that really, my family and I were failing at running. You know, it's easy to look back and be like, you know what, we were just doing it to make a few bucks on the side. And just because the company wasn't hugely profitable, it's okay because we're just looking to make a few bucks on the side. Well, to me, that's not great logic because you don't run anything at a loss. It's foolish to run anything at a loss. And that made me take drastic action and do a lot of research and, you know, nose to the grindstone, put in the extra hours, some sleepless nights, creating ways of creating an income without that discomfort, the major discomfort, and without losing money. And it's totally possible. I did it, and it's just by pushing hard and pushing through that uncomfortable phase and getting to the result I wanted. If you're struggling to lose weight or keep weight off, but you constantly find yourself treating yourself, it's like, wow, I worked really hard. I guess I deserve this chocolate bar, or I guess I deserve that donut, or I deserve that cake, or, you know, everybody else is having this treat, so I'm gonna have it. Well, what about you? What about your goals, right? How much does it mean to you to reach that goal? How much does it mean to you to not only be the lightest you've ever been, but to look past that and be like, you know what? I'm not content just being lighter than I was before, but I want to be defined and have definition. And I really want, you know, to look bigger, or I really want to look leaner. And it is achievable, but you have to tough through the hard stuff. And the hard stuff is sometimes being in a situation where, let's say you're at a birthday party and there's a big ice cream cake sitting there. You know, you can go there, go to the birthday party and have a great time. But by no means do you have to have any of that birthday cake. And, you know, you can say tradition or say whatever you want because your brain will find 350 excuses why you deserve to have some of that cake. And if you still haven't come up with anything, your brain will come up with another 350 reasons why you deserve a piece of that cake. But what it's important to realize is you deserve what you really want, what you want deep inside. And that has to be so big that when you see the treats, you'll see it as, you know what, it's not a reward to have that chocolate. And it's not a reward to have that cake. And it's not a reward to eat all this junk food. It's not, because that reward is hindering, you know, your goal, hindering that progress. Every bit you treat yourself, it slows you down. And, you know, today I ran a crew. We got a whole bunch of work done today. I booked more work. I went and did some work by myself after I sent my crew home. And I went home and, you know, I laid on ice for a bit for my back. And, you know, I was feeling burnt out psychologically, physically, and I was feeling, you know, like maybe I should just lay around tonight and I should just take it easy because I deserve that, right? Because I worked so hard, I deserve that. Wrong. No, wrong. What I deserve is to reach my goal. And the only way I'm going to do that is nose to the grindstone, not slacking off. So here I am in my car at one of the pools in the city, and I'm gonna go lift weights for an hour, and I'm gonna go tread water for probably 20 minutes, 30 minutes, because I really don't want to overdo it on my body. I don't wreck anything. I don't feel any bad pains in my back or anything, but I don't want to go too crazy, and it has been a day of lots of hard work and physical work, so I'll be a little careful, but I will go. I'm gonna lift weights for an hour, tread water for probably 20 minutes, go sit in the hot tub for like 10 minutes. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna edit this footage. I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. I'm gonna go share it across all my social media and do all those posts and everything. And then once I know I've accomplished enough, then it's time to rest. It is important to have some rest and not work right up until you go to sleep. So I usually give myself an hour, maybe hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours of downtime at the end of the night. And I get my butt to bed so that I can do it all over again, except for pushing myself harder. So yeah, if you have a big goal and you have something you're working towards, you want something you want to reach, maybe you've never been there, maybe you were there once and it was a long time ago, my suggestion is be prepared. Know that there will be a time of discomfort, like getting back into the gym. For me to get back into the gym and do heavy back day or training forearms or getting on that arm wrestling table, it's physically exhausting to get back into all that, especially after I've been resting my body so long and I couldn't do very much when my back was all a mess before surgery. So there's an adaptation period there, but it's expected, right? Don't treat it as like, oh man, this is terrible, and let your brain be like, go into like a shock state. That is not gonna help you, nor does it help me. So be prepared for that state of discomfort, nose to the grindstone, and next time you want to treat yourself, just think, are you really treating yourself? Or are you slacking? Are you holding yourself back from your goal? Are you gonna be super crazy happy and ecstatic and filled with fire and energy after you eat some of them chocolates, or after you go lay around and power or watch Netflix for days or hours? No. Will you be happy? Maybe. You might be. You might have a moment of, this is great, I'm glad I had that, this is good. But I can promise you, it'll be nothing like the feeling of reaching that big goal that maybe you've never reached before. Accomplishing something you've never accomplished before. And that's what this is about. So that's what I'm learning to carry that over, to carry over things from other aspects of life into this challenge. And this is one of them, is to be prepared for discomfort, work really hard, and when I think I deserve a treat, I'm really assessing and being like, do I really deserve this time off? Do I really deserve to go buy that for myself? Or do I really deserve to go, take a weekend off? No, I don't. I don't deserve that. I deserve to have my Lamborghini, and I deserve to share that with everybody and show people that somebody can go from losing pretty much everything, to turning his life around just by fighting through some discomfort, keeping that nose to the grindstone. So for all you Loser to Lambo followers, thank you for coming back, and best of luck to you. Fight hard, and know that I am. And I am as well. And we'll do this together. And just keep following. I'll share everything I can come up with. And if anybody has any questions, please comment on the video or on one of the social media outlets that I post this on. And I'll try to get back to you if I know an answer, or if I've encountered that situation already. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for coming back, everybody. It's good to see you all again. Loser to Lambo isn't the same without you. Loving those likes. Keep getting more subscribers as I go, and it's really exciting. And it's still exciting to hear from people saying, you know what? The video you did here, I was able to apply that. And the video you did there, I was able to apply that. And it's like, all right, well, what else can I share with people that I'm going through that maybe you can apply so you can reach your goal and get your Lamborghini, or get your promotion, or get your six-pack, or whatever it is you want. All right? All right. Good to see you all again. Thanks for coming back to Loser to Lambo. I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.